Hello and welcome to CryptoWeeklies. My name is Josh, and today we are going to talk about Ethereum. Before we do that, we'll look at the top 24 hours worth of content. All of the narratives in the last 24 hours are bullish or neutral, uh, mostly related to Bitcoin, then one related to Koti, and then another one related to Bitcoin, related to building on Bitcoin, DEX on Bitcoin, then Injective, Solana based Phantom Wallet related news and stable coins, and then Ethereum ETF buzz uh, causing growth in meme coins as well as Hong Kong based crypto custody ETF launching a new stable coin. So those are most of the popular narratives over the last 24 hours. Based on our PeakValley indicator, you can see the risks, the risk levels which were over the last of the week rose from 0.2 to risk to about 0.3 risk. There has been a uh, surge of the high risk regimen in the market over the last 7 days. And this is our normalized risk between 0 and 1. Still, in the larger scheme of things, the color code is yellow, which is a neutral color code. This analyzes top 100 cryptos and looks at their price action since 2021 began and analyzes them on several other factors such as volatility, alpha, beta, percent drawdown, and Sharpe ratio. So this is a single metric, gets updated every 24 hours. We are still trying to touch that zero point 0.3 level. Once and when and if the risk levels go back to 0.4, that's when the color code changes from yellow to orange. And at that point in time, a DCA out when the color code is orange or red based on your own risk tolerance um, makes sense. And when the color codes are in dark blue or green, that's when DCing in has been helpful. Personally speaking, this is not financial advice. Then looking at the risk meter, today the ETH risk between 0.0 and 1 is at around 0.54 level. ETH is more risky at this point in time than Bitcoin. That's just the nature of the price action since 2017, comparing what has transpired and since 2017, end of year 2017, just comparing this risk level. All of the content over here is available. You don't have to sign up or pay for anything. The link is on the bottom of your screen. The narrative cloud, which takes into consideration last 7 days worth of narratives, you can see if you have been following in this wall over the last couple of months since we have launched this, there has been a lot of change on the popular narratives over the last 24 hours. So the bullish sentiment is back, although there are some narratives which are bearish. One of the recent narrative in the on the wall is definitely growth of Ethereum on this wall, as well as ETF related talk. Now that I think when the narratives is related to ETF and especially related to approval, you can say that those narratives could be tied back to Ethereum more so than Bitcoin, because the ETF related to ETH has its decision in the next 48 to 72 hours. And then another narrative getting popularity are the altcoins. And the narratives dying down over here are meme coins. They garnered a lot of attention over the last week, but some of the newer popular narratives coming out are breakout related to gold as well. And then generally the market is discussing about trading opportunity. Another one of the popular narrative coming up over the last 7 days is Solana. uh, Definitely a lot of attention related to this. This is again analyzed by our natural language processing machine learning model, trained on crypto data, looks at the content created on YouTube and X related to crypto. This we have restricted this, to the top 30 crypto narratives over the last 7 days, and this is our attempt to look at the entire market at a 50,000 feet. And then looking at one of the last indicator we will discuss is uh, the gems on the market right now. These are the gems analyzed based on their risk adjusted returns since 2023, that is January 2023. One of the gem over here is Bitcoin, with the less volatility than most of the all of the other gems mentioned over here. So has a decent Sharpe ratio, that is total return divided by volatility. In this case, you can check how each of these uh, valuations or gems are calculated. Just wanted to highlight Bitcoin still has uh, a good or decent Sharpe ratio, considering it's a low volatile, has lower volatile, lower volatility than most of the cryptos excluding stable coins. Now we'll go to Ethereum and check its AI based forecast. We have an updated model for the others, but for the AI based forecast we'll still rely on the model that we created in February. For the entirety of this year, we are looking at what could be a theoretical base case scenario for ETH, now that we are in May of last week of May of 2024. The base case at that point in time per our AI model, based on XGBoost, LSTM, and ARIMA machine learning techniques, the base case was at around 3000, whereas the bull case for ETH at this point in time, one standard deviation bull case ceiling was at around 4500. So entirety of price action between 3k and 4.5k was within one standard deviation confidence level possibility in the bull zone for crypto. ETH was slightly below this 3k not too long ago. You can check the price action today is at around 3,800 USD. The growth has been phenomenal over the last some of the key periods. Over the last 7 days, grew by about 30%. Over the last 24 hours, a monumental rally of about 25%. And for a crypto of this market cap, almost of around 400 billion market cap, a 25% growth is definitely something to take a note of. But you can see over the last month or so, the price action has not been that favorable. The price action did go less than to less than levels less than 3k for duration ending starting May to about the first 20 days of May. Most of the price action was under 3k. So again, at that point in time, the price was touching the base case, as we had forecasted 2.5 months ago. But today, as the market is bullish, the key area to look at is the theoretical one standard deviation ceiling at 4,500 dollars. And this again, we had forecasted. Each week by week forecast is available on in a tabular format as well. This is the graphical view for ETH till end of December 2024. Our AI model has forecasted a price action to go to about 7,600 level. Uh, and then that is our ceiling. That means that between 3500k and 7500k, that's where our AI model sees price action for ETH towards the end of the year. That's just the bull case for ETH. And just wanted to highlight that this is not financial advice. This is our machine learning model trained on historical price action. So as I mentioned, this is again a tabular view. We have this since February. Now that we are in May, this is the for this week we are considering this price action, the theoretical floor at around less than 2000, the base case at around 3k, and the bull case around 4.5k. Just wanted to briefly highlight this one. And then we'll focus our attention to the CAGR model. This is our updated retirement model that we updated just today, with price action, the recent price action reflecting at around 3.7k, which is the current price action. If ETH were to grow in three scenarios, the conservative case is at 8% growth rate, which is similar to a stock market index fund, which would be a very conservative case for ETH, considering that it is an altcoin. And that the second, at 15% growth, the price in 2040 at around 30k. At 8% growth, the price in 2040 at around 12k. The number of ETH required to be a millionaire at that point in time without any staking rewards is at around 83 ETH. And you can check each of the for each of the year. It's just not for 2040. I'm just using 2040 as an example. For each year, you can check on this model the price of ETH at 8%, or at any, at the specified growth rate, and the number of ETH required at that point in time to be a ETH millionaire. At 2040, with a realistic case, a 32 ETH, which is I think similar to the staking node operator requirement, 32 ETH, that is, would be worth at around 1 million. So in case ETH grows at around 22%, which is again half of what Bitcoin did over the last 15 years, ETH's price could see upwards of 70k, at around 74k, which coincidentally is what Bitcoin's current all-time high is, at around for 74k. So if ETH were to be constantly growing at around 22% at an annual growth rate of that, in 2040 the price could be at around 75k, and the number of ETH required to be a millionaire, ETH millionaire, would be at around 13 ETH without staking, that is. And then looking at a discernment model, if it's overvalued or undervalued right now per our model, as the red line is above this zero level, that means ETH currently is overvalued with respect to its historical price. This is calculated using market value and realized value, and calculating a z-score based off that. The price is in blue and the MVRV z-score is in red. So looking to the last but not the least is the regression heat bands for ETH. Right now, as we enter May of 2020, end of May of 2024, the price at today's price at around 3.8k. So at that point in time, this for our regression heat band analysis, we'll first look at the price action and the fair value. We'll consider only those two. So this is our base case, or the fair value for ETH per our polynomial regression function. You can see this function has ebbs and flows. When the price is in decline mode, the fair value goes down, and when the price comes back, or the market comes back, the fair value also gets extended. And the key idea is having a polynomial regression function to uh, remove the noise, which is an excess bullish noise or bearish noise, and cut the bull phase and the bull price action and the bear price action in half in either of the scenarios. So that's how these fair value is calculated. Currently, as you can see, that the fair value trend line is in an upswing, and the fair value for ETH is at around 3k. And not too long ago, the price for ETH was trading below this 3k level, but as you can see, at a weekly level, the price action has held this fair value as a support, and it's right now pushing higher. And if we were to load upper one standard deviation residual and add one standard deviation residuals to either side, this will provide almost 70% of the historical price action will be covered within these one standard deviation residual bands. And those levels currently for ETH coincidentally is at around 4,800, which is close to its previous all-time high. And you can see that that also coincides with our AI based forecast for ETH currently at around 4.5 and 4.6k. This is the one standard deviation peak. So if ETH were to reach to this level as it did in March of 2024, you can see this level, the one standard deviation, which is a one standard deviation band, which is a growing function. At that point in time, this level was a significant resistance for ETH. So if you're looking at potential upcoming resistances, this 4.8k level definitely is a key level to watch. And this also is a growing function. So today this one standard deviation peak is at 4.8k. So but if ETH price action were to go up and the polynomial regression function were to go up with it, this price will be also in an upswing, unless it's or the base case function has its downswing, which coincides with bear markets for crypto. But again, those downswings are heavily muted. You can see over the course of last bear market, the fair value only fell from $2,200 to at one point in time at around uh, less than $2,000. So again, as the asset matures, the fair value tends to go up with time and not down with time. So again, if we are looking at one standard deviation bottoms, if that is one of the focus, that level currently is at around $1,700. So just wanted to update what are the regression bands for ETH, and I have also today extrapolated those two standard deviation bands. uh, just wanted to highlight this as well. So the two standard deviation peak for ETH today is at around $7,800, which is again very close to what we had forecasted at AI, based on our AI technique, at around 7,600 end of year 2024, a two standard deviation peak. If ETH were to hit like it did in early part of 2021, as well as uh, tried to hit close to the end of 2021, if that two standard deviation peak is in cards, based on our base polynomial regression function, today that valuation is at around $7,800. You can see over here, this two standard deviation peak is at $7,800. But if we were to assume ETH were to grow 15%, that two standard deviation peak also, as we had forecasted, um, can also change its valuation from now to the end of year 2020 to standard deviation peak. If ETH were to reach that level in 2020, that price action would be at around $25,000. So again, just wanted to highlight, and this is also available month by month basis. So let's say we are looking in 2025, potentially the post halving year peaking the same way that it did in the last market cycle in November of 2021. That would be November of 2025. At that point in time, a two standard deviation top for ETH would be at around $10,000. So again, that's a key level to watch in the upcoming potentially bull run in a post halving year. So just wanted to highlight this, and with this I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Also give this video a like, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.